So this is my mobile workbench that I do a lot of work on around the shop. I pull this out in the driveway sometimes, move it around wherever I need it. But I found I needed a place to prop my hands on when I'm TIG welding. This round turntable on the top just clamps into the vise and it spins around. Kind of nice. I put my work on here. Or I take it off and just use the vise. But I needed a prop stand, so in the past I've just used blocks of wood, piece of 4x4, brick, whatever I had handy, piece of angle iron. But I found it was kind of problematic positioning the prop to get where I needed to get, so I want to build a stand. So I came up with this design. Used aluminum tubing that slides down into aluminum tubing and will slide up vertically. So you can position this any way you want to position it, height wise and rotationally, to line up with the work you're trying to accomplish. And it goes up above the level of the work stand quite a bit. And I made it asymmetrical. I made it with a long end and a short end. So the long end will kind of get to places where the other end won't. So say if I'm working on the positioner down here, I don't want to rotate it around, I can rotate it back in here. I can lift it up, spin it around, move it to the front, drop it down above or below the center, lock it with the knob wherever I want it. And the front pivot's about 270 degrees. I just made this out of scrap steel I had laying around. I found I had to brace it up with these diagonal braces around stock because this piece is only an 1/8 inch and it was a little flexy torsionally. It wasn't as stable as I wanted it, but it's super stable with those two diagonal braces on there. It's amazing how much stability they add. And then this is the first hinge, just two stainless steel bushings, 3/16 stainless welded together and bored out. And then I used the same up here. I just welded two pieces together in the middle for the central hinge, and then I just used the individual pieces on top for the pivoting hinge. And then I used a piece of square tube in the back that I had laying around and welded that to some black iron pipe, which is all this is. I don't know if you can see this, but this is just pipe and this is pipe. Another agricultural tractor pin, and then some cold rolled, like 7/8 cold rolled for a mounting post, welded onto the little workbench itself. So you can pull this off. Any one of these you can just pull them right out. There's no locking mechanism. If you want to take this off, or take it completely off or partially off, it'll get out of the way in a hurry. That's what I wanted. Toolless reset, and I wanted something that was going to be fairly flexible in what I could do with it without being something that took a long time to set up, or something that I had to take off and put on every time I wanted to use it. So the other attribute I wanted with this thing was to be able to just tuck it in and stow it when I wasn't using it. So I can tuck it in like that, and it stows out of the way. I can use the vise, swing the vise 180 degrees without the prop getting in the way. So we'll see how it works. I've used it once or twice so far, just for little stuff, and I'm happy with it so far, but we'll see. As things go on, I may want to change something or modify it. But that's my TIG prop stand.